Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today we're going to be taking a listen to the Mario Kart 8 music Mario Kart 8 Deluxe music from the base game. I'm going to split this into two videos. We're going to rank the music from the base game on the levels, and then another video we'll be doing the booster pass because there's a lot of videos to get through. A couple of bonus tracks in there. I'm going to give them about a minute at max, up to a minute to listen to a track before I rank it. And we'll go from there. I do apologise, my throat is still a little bit scratchy. Just getting over a cold. But you're not here for that. Let's, before we get into it, the first track I actually want to rank and just give my opinion on is the menu select music. We've been hearing this for a good 10 years. And I thought, you know what? It's in the Mario movie. It's here. It's a interesting piece of music. I want to share it with you all. So each screen that you go through, or you get to a race, that adds more instruments. So we get the drums coming in a minute, and I just, there's a special place in my heart for this track, even though it is a very short loop. Very short. It's clearly like an S tier track. It's just great. Anyway, let's start things off with Mario Kart Stadium. The classic. Lots of nice bit of brass. We've got an electric guitar. Oh, a piano. Just getting the full 1 minute, this one. This is a solid track. This is the one that you hear like play on the menu in here and stuff like that. I think this is a solid A tier track. I think it's basically what the game's theme and feel is all around. I think it goes in A. I don't think it's S tier. I don't think it'll be remembered in time to come, but we've been playing this game for so long that it's right there. Just had to readjust my tracks there, as you can see. The wrong way around, but that's all good. Right, moving on. Water Park. Got to love a bit of steel drums. See if we get any strong emotions. It's very quintessential Mario. Right, I do like it. I don't think it's overly strong. This is something I put in B. I think the overall feel and theme of it is actually quite jolly, but it's not you know, it's not properly like moving on. Just not properly over on giving me super strong emotions, you know, and I think that's really important. But I do like it. But it's a solid B track, you know. Right, let's move on to Sweet Sweet Canyon. Again, another jolly track. It's got the accordion that's in. It's got the claps. It's catchy. It's a jolly track. I have the same feelings as I do a water park. I think it's very jolly and very catchy, but I don't think it stands like out as this incredible piece of music. So yeah, it's good. Like these are great. These are good. These are average, and then these are amazing, basically. But they're good tracks. They're just not eliciting any strong feelings. Right, Thwomp Ruins. Already a little bit different. It's weird hearing these songs without playing along. It's a very weird piece of music. I'll give them credit, it's at least interesting. It is very odd. I'm not really getting anything from this track. Like, I'm used to hearing it, but I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. I think for that reason, it probably goes in C. Like, it's not... I don't think it's bad, but I'm not like, oh yeah, this is jolly or anything like that. It's just an odd piece of music. So I think we got our first one in C there. Still looking for that first S rank. Next we got Mario Circuit, and I can't remember if this is any different to Mario Kart Stadium, so we'll find out. Well, it's a little bit different. Oh, different instrumentation, okay. It's definitely got that more kart vibe rather than a stadium. Oh, we've got a bit of like electric piano or potentially a clav. Oh, saxophone. I do like a good bit of sax in this game. Okay, honestly, I don't think it's as good as Mario Kart Stadium. I think Mario Kart Stadium has that like bit of more epicness to it. This is much more like a Sunday drive kind of tune. I think, oh, it's tough. I think it goes in B. I think it does have some good vibes to it, but it's just not nearly as strong up there. I don't think it's deserving to go into A. All right, Toad Harbor. I've heard this a lot. Not a bad level either. What about that electric guitar? Quite nice playing, actually. I think I quite like the track in the sense that it's got that peppiness to it, but I actually don't. I don't think it's fat. It needs to be slightly faster. It needs to stand out a little bit more. It's very relaxed, and I think for that it's going in C. I don't. It's not. It's not an awful tune. It just doesn't. It needs that extra bit of pep to it. The guitar part's really nice, but it's almost like I want it to be like meow, 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 like really like kind of stand out. It doesn't quite get to that level of standing out that I want it to. So. For that reason, it's going to go into C. Alright, Twisted Mansion. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing for me. I don't like those style of tunes. So like, boom, 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 and like, woo, like, it does nothing for me. Boo Lake, which we're not going to be doing in this video. I think I don't mind that track, but this particular style of track of like this haunted, very, very cartoony sound doesn't really do it for me. So, yeah, it's going into C. All right, shall I go Fools? Wild Westy. Ooh, nice bit of guitar. I don't know how to feel about this one. I don't think it's bad, but it's not eliciting much feeling from me. And I think because of that, it's. I think with the music is that when I walk away from the level, I'm like, oh man, that music really impacted me, or really had an impact on the level. It's not really doing it for me. So, Sunshine Airport, however. Quite memorable. It sounds very elevator music, if I'm honest, or like an advert. It's definitely got that vibe of, hey, where do you want to fly with Sunshine Airports? You know, we'll take you around the world with that. It's not an A tier track, but I definitely think it's a B tier track. I think it's good. I think it's enjoyable. It's very memorable, which I like. Yeah, so it's definitely a solid B. Dolphin Shoals. This is the first level we've come across where there is multiple versions of a piece of music on a level. I have tried to pick one version of each bit of music to judge on. There's the underwater stuff for this and the above ground. I've gone with the above ground because of the saxophone. I think it's really important that this bit is like heard, because you don't hear all of this track when you're in the level. I'm a big sucker for the saxophone. I do like it. Just very good playing. It breaks out into like some crazy part. There you go, just crazy sax solo. Yeah, I mean that's it's not S tier, but that is a brilliant track. That's right up there for me. I really like that, but unfortunately you spend most of the time under the water, so you get the steel drums version. When you come out of the water, you get the saxophone playing, and it's super cool. All right, Electrodrome. I do like this level. It's got good music. That theming, the music and the theming works so well. That is really good. Is it S tier though? Probably not, but it's really good. I like it. It's just very bouncy. There is like some elements of interaction with the music on the level, but yeah, it's good. It's a great theme. Mount Wario. I don't know what this level makes this level Wario themed, apart from the balloons. Do you know what? This is quite subdued for what the level is like. Especially for a level that's based on Wario. Yeah, I'm not really feeling it. I mean, it's not bad, but... yeah, I think it's going in there. I genuinely thought that music was a lot more, like, in your face. I don't notice it at all when I'm playing it, but... that sucks. I thought I was really expecting that to be like an absolute banger, and honestly, it's not. It just seems subdued. All right, Cloud Top Cruise. I've heard this a lot as well. Very, very, very Mario Galaxy. Hence when it goes into Gusty Garden or whatever it is later on. Very epic, which makes a nice change, really. The rest of the music's very different to this. Da, 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 da. There we go. I like it, so it's going in A. I still don't think it's S tier. I've got a sneaky suspicion most of the original ones might not be, but we'll see. I just think it's really, it's got that floaty, dreamy sort of thing going on, but it's got a decent pace to the rhythm. And obviously going back into like Gusty Garden, that is a classic. So all in all, I quite like that. Bone Dry Dunes. Oh, that's different. Actually, this track seems quite unique compared to a lot of the other music in the game. I'll give it to it. It's pretty memorable. It's not one of my favourites, but it's definitely memorable. It's definitely decent. So it goes in the B tier because it's very unique, got its very own flavour, you know, all that good stuff, really. Right, Bowser's Castle. Oh yes. What a great intro. This might be up there. They always have good music, Bowser's Castles. Oh, hey, yeah. Ah, that's S tier. That's the first S tier. We've got the guitar part. There's like all the screams on there, the bends, all that sort of stuff. We've got a good set of brass. Like, it's just screams Bowser's Castle. It really nails the theming. Because past Bowser's Castles have a lot of that heavier guitar. And it sounds very like the sort of thing you'd hear for Bowser. Brilliant, brilliant piece of music. Fantastic. Alright, the first Rainbow Road. Let's go. Is it going to live up to the hype? Wow, big fan of the old Rainbow Roads. We've gone for the guitar part as well on this one. Oh, I've got the electronic part. Do you know what my issue is? For a final level in the race, it doesn't sound like, it really doesn't seem to be hitting that solid sort of tempo, you know, that really hammering at home that this is like the final. It's almost there. It's definitely A tier. It's not an S tier track. But that is all like the original courses from Mario Kart 8 that were added right before we got to the DLC and stuff. Because the rest of the next chunk ones we're doing are returning. But it goes to show, like, it's a pretty solid split of good and bad music. But let's move on. Let's move on to Wii Moo Moo Meadows. I try not to let my nostalgia cloud my judgment, but I'm not making any promises. I do really like this. They're on a ranch. It's short and sweet, but something about it. I think maybe the track works well with the music. You got cows. Look at it. It's a cow. What's not to like? You know, I did say I try not to let my nostalgia blind me, but I mean, even this version of the track, I really like it, and I think the music just goes, especially when you hit the third lap, it's like, it's so good. I love it. Alright, Mario Circuit from the Game Boy Advance. Oh, classic Mario Circuit sound. They really glowed this up. Lots of brass, which works really well. Nice. I think that's very good. I don't... I think for what it is an incredible glow up of the original version. But for me, it's a good track. It's not a great track. It's a good track, but I will appreciate the fact that the instrumentation they've used, the taking it from the Game Boy Advance and whatnot, it is a very good rendition. So I can't deny that. But for me, it's not quite up there with some of these. All right, DS at Cheap Cheap Beach. I've heard this so many times. It still sounds like it's on the DS, some of the sound fonts they've used here. Nintendo's favourite thing to do is use steel drums for Beach. It's okay. Yeah, it's probably C tier. It fills its role well when you're on the level, but it's not something you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I really fancy listening to Cheap Cheap Beach. It just doesn't have. It's a very chill track, like probably too chill. All right, Toad's Turnpike. I hate this level. This is one of my least favourite levels in the game, but we'll give the music a try. very different use of instrumentation. It's a lot of electronic stuff. This is strange as hell, this track. It's so odd. Like, I can't think of any other track that has that for the entire time. It's like, it starts off well, but it falls hard on its face because it doesn't really change much. Like, I don't know, like, something about it. It almost sounds like it's a track that was created in like had like a demo form and then never really went anywhere from it. I don't know. It's an odd choice. It's an odd choice. You can't really put it higher than C for me. It's very strange. All right, GameCube, Dry Desert. One of the ones I know quite well. This sounds like it's straight out of New Super Mario Brothers. It's another one of those ones where I'm just sat here listening to it and being like, it's doing nothing for me. Like, there's hardly any change. It's got a weird sound. It's okay. That's about all I can say about it. It's just like ding 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 ding. Yeah, no. Snare's Donut playing is okay. I do like this track. It's a classic. I don't know if this is necessarily the best version of it. The double bass is nice on this actually. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, it's a whistle. Hang on. Do you know what? I actually really like this track, but honestly, this version of it is kind of pants. Like, in race, I like it, but I think I'm going to have to put it there. I can't put it... I can't really put it above that, if I'm honest. So, yeah, I think Donut Plains 3 goes there. It's okay. Yeah, it's a shame because I do like it, but yeah, that whistle's kind of a bit grating in it in this version anyway. All right, N64 Royal Raceway. Yeah, it's kind of catchy. But it doesn't really do anything. It's got the problem of starting really well but not changing enough. So again, C tier for me. Like, it just doesn't do anything. And that might be because the N64 tracks, the way they were designed at the time, were to be a certain way. But yeah, I don't know. I was hoping more from it. Like, there's potential there, really good potential there, but it doesn't quite get there. Alright, 3DS DK Jungle. Oh. I mean, it's based on a classic piece of music. How do I feel about this one? Because this is one of my favourite tracks of all time. In terms of music, like the original. It's interesting. Yeah, I can't take away that it's actually interesting. It's got that pump. It'll get your foot pumping while driving. It's very chaotic, which is probably a good thing. Based on that alone, I definitely think it's decent. I don't think it's an A tier for me. It's definitely a weaker version of the classic Donkey Kong tune. But it's, some of the last stuff we've been listening to is significantly better. It's got more pep to it. It's got more interesting stuff going on. Obviously, it is based on a classic track, so... Excuse me. Alright, well, now we have one which will hopefully be out of the bottom tiers, which is Wario Stadium from the DS. Oh. That guitar part's nice already. That weird Moog synthesizer. Yeah, this is so much better. It's got that Wario-ness to it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's probably an S tier for me. I really like that track. It's crazy. I think listening to it on its own, it seems to lose a lot of that, like, pep. But, like, even the original DS version of it is so good. That like the start and then going into the main melody. It's catchy, it's fun. It's uniquely Wario, that's for sure. So, up there for me. Oh, right, GameCube Sherbetland. Oh, I'm not going to lie, I love this track. And it's the time of year, it's like super, like, it's near Christmas. Oh, it's so jolly. There's not much jollier in the game than this track. We've got the whistle, very iconic from the Double Dash days. Oh, it's just so good. Oh, it's easy S tier. I'm just so happy. It's like, every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh, this is such a good tune. It's just jolly. You're like, oh, I'm having a great day. That's the kind of tune that it is. I love it. Flipping awesome. Alright, 3DS Music Park. Melody Motorway is the other name for it. Very similar to Electrodrome. Drone. Very uniquely Mario Kart as well, this track. Like the sound of it. It's all like to the rhythm as well in the stage, but like I really like that. That's an A tier. It's not S tier for me, but that is a really solid track. It's uniquely Mario Kart. I just very, very, very catchy. We like those sort of ones. All right, Yoshi Valley N64. Oh, this track. Couldn't sound more American. It's just so stupid. You know what? I don't like the level very much, but I think like just the comedy sounding value to the music is beautiful. Very dark. It sounds like you're chasing chickens around, you know. Diddle diddle diddle, like that's what you need, like chickens running around a ranch trying to catch them. It's the kind of vibe I get from it. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan of the level, but the music is pretty good. All right, DS TikTok clock. That alarm bell going off. Oh, this is so weird, this one. I forgot about this. Sounds like you're inside a toy shop. It's just so weird. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's great. I think it's good. It's very weird, and that makes it unique, and that's what makes it stand out. But like, it's just an odd choice of track. It's very strange. All right, Piranha Plant Slide and/or Piranha Plant Pipeway. I don't think the music fits this level at all. But that is to say the level is pretty great. It's just fun. It's fun. It's got that vibe that some of the... It's very similar to some of the other Mario Kart tracks, but it just hits a bit harder. Yeah, you know what? I do like that. I do like that quite a lot. Let's go in up there. I think it's fun and it's very unique. A lot of the brass stuff, when it's played the right way, is very uniquely Mario Kart, and it just works great. All right, We Grumble Volcano. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, we got fast tempo. I thought there was a lot more to this track. Again, quite unique. Weird hearing it without playing on this level. Listening to it without the level and trying to go for, like, I noticed that again, it's what they kind of use instrumentation wise when they do this in Mario and Mario Kart. I don't like it that much. I think it works better when it's with the track. It has more of an effect, but on its own, it's not a very strong piece of music. It seems like it's lacking something, and I can't put my finger on what that is, but it's not. Whether that's a stronger melody or a stronger bottom end or something like that, I'm not sure. All right, N64 Rainbow Road. A lot of classes. I know a lot of people love this track, so let's see where it ends up. That ba 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 ba. I've done a fantastic rendition of this track. I kind of wish they hadn't used the electric guitar. Alright, like, here's my honest thoughts on this. If they'd stuck with the brass and not brought the electric guitar in, I think this would be S tier. I think the guitar part, for me, on a personal level, brings it down a bit, right? I think if they just gone massive and epic with the trumpets and things like that, but I think honestly, the guitar bit just sounds slightly out of place, and it just brings it down. So had that not been there, and it was just the brass or like trombones, trumpets, whatever it might have been, I think it would have been S tier. But just because that guitar part brings it down. Had it all been a heavier version on guitar to start with, then I probably still would have put it in S tier. It's just the combination didn't work with this particular, like, the more epic style or the more orchestrated style that they were going for, like the jazz big band kind of thing. All right, Yoshi Circuit. This is another classic. Got the whistling. This is almost S tier for me, but I think realistically, it's very good. It's very good. It's very good. It's very. It's a really good updated version of the original. I probably wouldn't quite put it in S tier. I think it's one of the better ones. It's kind of between A and S. I think there's little bits of that track that might just drop a little bit, but the actual melody, the feeling, the chaoticness to it is very good. And I really, really, really like that track. And I think I like a lot of the Double Dash music, if I'm honest, because that's the one I played a lot of. That and the SNES one. But I think it doesn't quite hit those levels for me. It's not, you know, like Sherbetland and Wario Stadium I absolutely love, but I think that track is very good. Alright, Excite Bike Arena. So this is an original for this game. Obviously it's a remake of this track, music, but very repetitive. It's got some elements of the original track in there as well, which is great. Du, 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 du. Oh, it's so well put together musically, this track. Yeah. It combines and does very clever things. You have some of that 8-bit original sounds effects that then turn into more modern sound effects. The guitar helps with it. I think this is a really good rendition of the Excite Bike music. It's definitely S tier for me. I just love the way it's constructed. You know, breaking that down into individual pieces and how it all comes together. I think it's very good. Very, very good. All right, Dragon Driftway, another original. That's funky. Very uniquely Asian. Very like classical Asian. I'm not a big fan of that instrument. I don't know what that instrument's called. That like more traditional, either Japanese or Chinese style stringed instrument. But I will say, I definitely think it's a good track. It's not bad by any means. I think it goes in the B tier. I think it's one of those ones I don't know as well because I don't play on the track that much. But musically, it's very good. The combination of the electric guitar and that traditional instrument is really good. It works really well. All right, Mute City. I mean, bias is coming out on this one. Oh, saxophone. I mean, it's Mute City for fuck's sake. And this has that kind of epicness that I wish some of the other tracks had. The saxophone absolutely nails it. There's so much more to that track, but that's an easy S tier. Mute City and Big Blue are two of like the most classic F-Zero tracks, and they just stood the test of time, man. And this version is fucking awesome. Such a good rendition of it. Alright, Wario's Goldmine. I felt bad for someone following that up because that is such a good tune. But Wario's Goldmine from the Wii. It's very silly. I like the silly song. I love it. Again, it's uniquely Wario. Violin comes in. Or more of a fiddle, I guess. It's uniquely cartoony, and I think that alone puts it in A tier. That's what Mario Kart's about. Well, that's very much a Wario sounding track. It's like uniquely silly and cartoony. And this game is very silly and cartoony, and I think it nails that vibe and feeling very, very well. So, great track. So there's Rainbow Road. I mean, again, this is one of my favorite tracks in the entire game, and well, my favorite Rainbow Road piece of music, and still the best one in my opinion. Oh god, it's so epic. Oh, the strings over the top. Oops. I love this track. I mean, it's no secret, this is definitely an S tier for me. In fact, this is the only track I'm actually going to order. This is probably my favourite track in the entire game. Like, if I'm honest. Like, biased it is because I played the SNES version. I love the SNES version of the track, the music, all of it. Fantastic. Like, love it. There's probably nothing better for me in this game than that track. And some people are going to be like, what? But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's my picks, alright? Alright, Ice Outpost. Ooh, I like the drums. I always forget how much I like this. It's got that very much like, it's got that elevator-esque-ness about it again as well. I think that's actually a really good track. I think it lacks towards the end of it, but I think mostly that's actually really good. So definitely goes an A for me. I think that's a very catchy one as well. Hyrule Circuit. I don't know how I feel about this. This is going to be interesting. Okay, the music is definitely better than the stage. Nice use of violin. Oh. You know what? Just sat here right now, listening to that. Easy S tier. I forgot that it breaks into a bit of Zelda's Lullaby there. The guitar is awesome in this. It's obviously a classic theme. That just sold me. I was going to put that in A, and then bam. I was like, oh yeah. It's actually really that good. So, I do like the level. It's just a bit, yeah, I think they could have done more with the Zelda stuff. But, there we go. Genki Baby Park. Classic. Very short riff. People love this level. Again, very silly sounding. And I think this works very well. I love that ska that a lot of the tracks in Double Dash had ska music. Just keeps going up and up and up. I definitely, it's not S tier for me, but it is an iconic piece of music from Mario Kart's history, and I think because it is such a silly sounding, just keeps going up and up and up in key and stuff. It's kind of great, like that way. Like, so definitely goes into A tier. All right, Cheeseland. This is a weird one. This is not the music. Like, whenever I play on Cheeseland, I never expect the music to sound like this. It's very unique. The mice squeaks in there as well. Oh. Bear in mind, I have no nostalgia for Cheeseland because it's on Game Boy Advance. Easy S tier. Like, the saxophone just absolutely sells that track. It just goes hard throughout all of it. It's like, oh yeah, let's go. And the little mice squeaks at the beginning, all the sound that's going a bit. Very good. Alright, Wild Woods. Oh my god, yeah, this track. I forgot what it sounded like then. Ooh. Oh, that's just complicated things. Oh, I was gonna put it in B tier, but that flute at the end really elevated it. So yeah, from good to great. I'm getting to hear a lot of this stuff right now. Animal Crossing. Now, bear in mind, Animal Crossing, there's 4 different variants of this level. I've gone with the winter variant. That's just the one I picked. It's got a saxophone in it, that's probably why, but we're going to have a listen to that. That might not actually be a saxophone. I don't like Animal Crossing music much normally, but I do think it's good. And I kind of like it for picking it for this time of year. Very Christmas feel. Oh. It's good, isn't it? It's kind of good. Starts off slow. Do I put it in A though? Is it something like that? Probably not. I think it's a B tier track, but I still think it's good. And I think that you need to go and listen to all 4 variations and kind of pick the one you want. I went with Winter because I just kind of like that. Whether that was a muted trumpet or a saxophone, it's fantastic. So it was good. I really like that. Neo Bowser City or Cooper City. Let's go. It's not very Bowser-esque in terms of music. Seems very jolly for that. Right. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I think it's a cool hello. I think it's a cool tune, but I don't think it stands out and does anything fantastic to make it like a really great track. But it's still good. Like I would listen to it. All right, Ribbon Road. I've heard this a lot. This is a fantastic remake of the track. I know the music quite well on this one as well. Yeah, do you know what? As much as I like that level, the music kind of sucks. It just doesn't do anything. Which is a real shame because the level-wise is awesome. It's probably one of the best levels in the entire game. In terms of design, in terms of like driving on it, fantastic. But the music's very like lackluster is probably a good way of describing it. Doesn't really do much for me. Alright, Super Bell Subway. Oh, strong start. Ooh. Uniquely shopping centre or advert again. I kind of really like it. I don't think it's S tier, but I definitely think it's A tier. I just think it works so. This is one of those levels that is absolutely fantastic, but I always forget this in the game. I don't think people usually pick it when we play. Like, it's just good, but the music has that, like, it sounds more shopping centre than it does a Subway, but I do love the kind of the vibe that they're going for it and the way that it feels. Very good. Alright, Big Blue, another one which you can probably imagine where this is going. Based on another F-Zero classic. It's a saxophone, man. It just does it. This is where the saxophone and the guitar work so well together. I mean, it's easy S tier. Like, what's not to like? Absolutely awesome track. Alright, so there you go. That is the base game. This is the stuff that was included with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We're not even going to touch the booster pass. That's for another video. But as you can see, we've got SNES Rainbow Road, Bowser's Castle, we got DS Wario Stadium, GameCube Sherbet Land, Excite Bike Arena, Mute City, Hyrule Circuit, GBA Cheese Land, Big Blue. These are my favourite out of the base game tracks. These are all fucking phenomenal. A lot of them have saxophone in them, so that kind of helps. But SNES Rainbow Road is probably my favourite track in all of Mario Kart. So yeah, absolutely wonderful music. The stuff that's in A is also really, really great stuff. This is just missing out on that. They don't quite have that X factor that makes them S tier. B is stuff that I like and enjoy in game primarily. I wouldn't necessarily listen to a lot of this stuff outside of the game, whereas a lot of this stuff I would. And then C is just the stuff that just doesn't quite, it either is a bit boring, a bit repetitive, doesn't quite hit the mark in terms of the music on its own. Toad Harbor might be a little bit harsh, that could well go into B, but I think things like Toad's Turnpike, Cheap Cheap Beach, even Mount Wario, that was kind of disappointing. And some of them are just, they just don't, it's Donut Plains 3, I love the original version, I'm not a big fan of the music in this one, so... But there's that. But before we go, there is one final piece of music that I want to play that isn't actually a track. It's a battle track, and it's SNES Battle Course 1. I don't have anything to represent it, but I want to listen to it because I love the music in the SNES game. So I'll just kind of give my thoughts on this. It's a little bit chaotic. Has some weird noises, which is cool. It's all over the place. I don't know who made this version. Realistically, it's not a great version of that track, but it'd probably go into A tier for me because I love that bit of music. It is ingrained into my brain. But yeah, there we go. That's me tier listing the music from the base game of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. At some point, I will do the booster pass, so you can go and give my thoughts on those. But you know, I'm sure there's some stuff there people disagree with, especially since there's Rainbow Road, and I think N64 Rainbow Road people would have put that in S. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more content like this, then hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below in the description, as always. And until next video, I will see you then.